Hey guys, Mr. Epi's Missing, bringing you episode 11 of Tales of Xillia. Last time, we entered the Sapstrath Deepwood and Elise actually joined our party. For real. This time, we're going to continue through Sapstrath Deepwood, and I'm going to start by going through this crawl space, which has smoke shrooms at the end, and I do not want to step on those because smoke shrooms are bad, man. So, another basilisk. I'm going to... Oh yeah. Which reminds me, I need to turn on, or I want to turn on the skill that prevents back attacks. Because back attacks are not cool, man. Which means I'm actually going to probably try to adjust my Lilium orbs to try to get some skill points. I don't want to auto-level Jude. Silly me. So, I'm going to go ahead and level up his agility because I've been working on this node. And now, we have, well, agility. Let's see, and we already have that. Where to go, where to go? I think I'm going to work more towards this region. So I'm going to try to get the strength one, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into, well, more skill points. As for Mila, she will not actually complete a section, so nothing to check for auto-leveling. Alvin will be in the same situation. And as for Elise, I want to get some more skill points on her, so I'm going to actually prioritize skill points over anything else. So let's take a look at what she's got. I'm going to go ahead and actually just complete her skill points over here and expand her orb. Alright, and she learns Water Guard, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish with auto-leveling, getting her POW Hammer. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to go to skills, go to Elise, and I'm going to turn on back support because I need it, apparently. Because I keep getting, like, back attacked and just starting to get a little annoying. I'm going to turn on POW Hammer, which is the skill she just learned, which has a 10% chance of getting a counter attack off with POW Hammer. Let's see here. I'm going to turn on critical, and flash guard, I think. Yep. Mila, let's see here. Jump cancel will be good. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw an aerial dash. And then as for Jude, he doesn't... Oh, he can turn on agility, and that's pretty much it. Alright, and that's it for skills, and thank God I put on the back attack already. So I'm going to back up, Demon Fist, Final Gale, and just try to avoid getting poisoned, so just trying to keep my range and not touch them, because Basilisks are meme. So, as another thing, let's go ahead and climb up here. Very, 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 very slowly, might I add. This is quite the climb right here. Don't step on the smoke shroom. And we are rewarded with a chest. And in the chest is a hard coat, which is armor for Mila. Oh, and behind us there's another chest, which is apple gel. Let's go ahead and see if the hard coat, she already has one. So I'm ahead of the curve here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and jump down. And as it turns out, this is actually a dead end. But there are some good items and some good experience over here, so why not enter? So I'm going to go back the way I came, which is marked with an orange dot. Yeah, because I'm assuming... Yeah, that I can't actually get up any of these places. Anyway. So with that, we're going to have to head back, and we're going to have to take the upper path, which is the correct path. So, going to climb up here. And then advance along here, check for items. Oh, such as this chest right here, which has mysterious liquid. I have a lot of mysterious liquid. Alright, get into battle with the leaky mandragoras, and beware of the basilisks as always, because they have poison inflicting abilities. I won't let anyone down. Alright, with the Jude level up, let's go ahead and continue on. So, as you can tell, this is quite more complicated than anything else we've come across thus far. And it looks like there's a big opening over here, which will lead down. This place is just very complicated, so just be aware of that. Alright, so just smacking some stuff and getting some gold. Alright, we got an aggressive wolf dude, so I guess we're gonna fight him. Yeah, so back attacks, they are good things to not have. Which now makes me wonder, now that back attacks have become a thing, I think that encounter links have probably also become a thing. I'm hoping. So I'll be trying that out a little bit later.
The name's Alvin. Don't you forget it.
I hope I can get better. Don't worry, I'm here with you.
Okie dokie. So, gonna go ahead and open the bag. Poison Stinger. Oh hey, Poison Stingers. We can now actually complete the quest that, well, wanted the Poison Stingers. Gonna go ahead and open the bag. 600 gold. We should eat an item. That item is going to be the Mabu Curry Medium. Alright, so let's just keep bashing our fists and swords against these guys and just keep moving on within the dungeon itself. Yeah, lots of terrain, lots of climbing up, jumping down, significantly more than what's a Kajar Sea Falls, that's for sure. Alright, go ahead and fight this guy too.
Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
So, as you can see, Tipo got an ability, or, well, Elise has kind of a special thing, Tipo Drain, which will take TP from an enemy and then give it to whoever she's linked with. So that's always a good thing to have. And there's a save point right here, in addition to a very ominous looking hallway. I believe a boss fight is up next. So because there is a boss fight, I do want to be the best I can be. I'm not auto-leveling. Even though I probably should be picking up some of the lower stuff. What's here? Mirage Assault and Feigned Death. Again, neither of those seem particularly useful to me. So, I'm just going to keep advancing and grab Intelligence, which increases art attack and art defense slightly. I think, oh, Elise has a level. Auto. She doesn't complete a node, but that's okay. And I think that's it. So, let's go ahead and advance, I believe.
We meet again.
They don't look ready to turn tail and run this time.
Get along, little doggies!
I sure wasn't expecting him.
What are you doing here?
Good dogs. Thank you for telling me of these intruders.
I thought Ivor was the only one who could talk with animals.
You're Zhao, right?
Hmm? I don't remember introducing myself.
We heard your name from the people of Hamil. What do you want?
Is that not obvious? Come, child. We're returning to the village. You had me worried sick. I never thought you would leave the village while I was away.
No, don't let him take us, Jude!
Do you have any idea how the villagers treated Elise when you left her alone?
I am truly sorry about that.
What exactly is Elise to you?
Let's just say, I know where she used to live. Where she grew up.
So will you take her back to her home? Or are you planning to lock her up in Hamil again?
That is my business, and mine alone. You will hand the girl over. Then you leave me no choice.
The bigger they are, right?
The harder they fall. Let's go ahead and fight Zhao, who's got a massive hammer. So I'm going to open this up with the final gale, because Zhao is actually weak to wind, as it turns out. Oh, gotta be careful. He does have some dogs, so you might want to just be very careful about him when he has an exclamation point above his head. And just like that, punched him in the schnoz.
Girls don't like pesky guys. Ain't that right?
Well, you're not much better.
Ouch. Keep that up, I'll sew your mouth up.
Alright, and as you can see, having a Mabo Curry on was really good, because we got a lot of golden experience from that. Alright.
That wasn't too bad.
So this is experience.
Just keeps getting better. Let me guess. You work out?
Why must you remain with these people? They will bring you nothing but trouble, I'm sure of it.
I want to stay with them because they made me their friend. And friends don't leave friends alone.
Elise.
Mila, Alvin.
If it were up to me, I would not bring her back. I am not doing this by choice. Just put that away. What?
Cover your mouths up!
You don't want to be alone, huh? Then perhaps all of those people are actually good for you after all.
Definitely an example of a, hey, not an antagonist, not actually that bad of a guy. So, before we advance, I'm actually gonna... I want to dive straight back into Sapstrath Deepwood because we haven't actually fully explored the area yet, but I guess we don't have a choice. So, before we move on, let's go ahead and view smoke shrooms.
Well, hey, those whatchamacallit shrooms are something else. It got all smoky. What was that?
Those are smoke shroom spores. Clever monsters will wait until their prey gets near one. Then they'll hit the smoke shroom with a rock and take down the prey while its eyes and nose are clouded with spores. And for its part, the smoke shroom gets to spread its spores over a wider area. When life forms help each other like that, it's called symbiosis.
Oh, okay. You're so smart, like one of those monsters you talked about. So, does that mean people and spirits have symbiosis too?
That's right. Humans give mana to the spirits, and the spirits use arts to help people. It's a perfect example of symbiosis. Well done, Elise.
Thank you. That's incredible! Ellie's the smartest of all!
And also, let's go ahead and take a look at Lilium in Bloom.
Lilium orbs are so pretty!
Where did you get yours?
I'm not sure. One day, I just noticed it was inside Tipo. I found it on the ground. It was so pretty, I couldn't help myself.
You ate it?
Let's be glad Tipo did. She wouldn't stand a chance out here without it.
For a tool of battle, it really is quite beautiful. The humans who designed it did quite a fine job.
A marvel born of the same human ingenuity that has spawned so many horrors.
Well said. Perhaps it's that very duality that defines humans.
Alright, well, we have a whole new chunk of Sapstrath Highroad to look at, so let's go ahead and just kind of take a look around, look for some items, yada yada blah blah whatever. Let's see here. And also, well, fight more of these dudes, because there's a lot more than just the bee that we fought earlier. Or, well, last episode actually. So let's go ahead and fight the Hawks. who are weak to nothing, and also the boars are not weak to anything either. Gonna go ahead and kick off the Link Dart chain, so I can just obliterate them all with a single final gale.
Thanks.
And
I feel much stronger, bigger, and better.
Elise levels up once more. Alright, let's see what else we can do. We have grass rabbits over here, I think that's what they're called, and we got more bees. So let's attempt to get a Link encounter. Yes, we got an encounter Link, freaking finally. Alright, so encounter links, obviously there's going to be a lot more enemies to fight. It's going to be a little bit tougher. It's going to definitely test your stamina a lot more because there's going to be, well, more enemies. However, you're going to get more effectiveness out of your food and whatnot. Plus, I think there's actually a bonus for doing encounter links as well, in addition to just having more enemies to fight. Well, there were Panacea bottles, but I already got rid of those. I'm not seeing any items, so I'm going to go ahead and fight this guy right here. Because these guys are annoying. And so are these grass rabbits, actually. But oh well. To each their own, I suppose.
The name's Alvin. Don't you forget it.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of good stuff out here. That's for sure. I believe there's a skit available, The Secret Art of Monster Control. So let's go ahead and view that.
You see how that Zhao guy made monsters do his dirty work? Pretty neat trick.
Ivor has some ability to control monsters, but it's nowhere near that level.
I've heard there's a clan in Anjou that knows the secret art of monster control.
I wonder how it works. Monsters are a pain. They should just learn to talk like I can.
Come now, isn't it easier this way? Would you really want to kill a talking monster?
I guess not. I would crush them with witty repartee.
That's true. If we could negotiate with monsters, we wouldn't need to fight them all.
But even if they could talk, they'd all be speaking monsterese.
So hire an interpreter who's fluent in this language.
And then it turns out that's exactly what the secret art is.
Whoa!
Whoa! Alright. So we're going to go ahead and hop down here. There should be a lot more combat, so let's attract the attention of as many things as I possibly can without trying to run into them. I think we're going to go for a
Look at the
3.
beautiful flowers. I bet one would look really good in your hair.
Alright, I think we got 3. Holy crap, that's a lot of guys. I thought they usually spawned in waves. That might just be something else I was thinking of. But yeah, it seems like they're all spawning all at once, and as obvious, the flying enemies are harder to hit with things like Demon Fist. Alright, and look at all that experience and gold that we got thanks to, well, encounter linking and Mob Curry. I think that leaves only, well, the soda rice in terms of things that I want, aka golden experience. Just gonna kind of explore this area a little bit. Let's see, hawks right here, grass rabbits over there. But right now I'm just kind of more interested in the item aspect of it. So this is to the northeast region. I believe this is actually towards where the checkpoint is. Yep, checkpoint is like right over here. So we don't actually, or we don't want to go that way in the story, even though I want to. We just can't actually go that way just because, again, invisible walls are stopping us. So we're going to have to hit up the remainder of the northeast region later, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Here's a shiny up here, wild bird egg. Let's see. Looks like a lot of the monsters respawn, so that's both kind of nice and, well, kind of scary. So let's go ahead and actually climb up this area right here. And as you can see, monsters can't actually attack you while you're climbing. You basically become invulnerable. So I'm going to go ahead and pop open this treasure chest. We got some gel that's better than just your standard apple orange. Let's see. Hello, boar. Goodbye, boar. Not really seeing anything else up here, so let's go ahead and head to the north branch of this region, which is just a bunch of up and downs. I think we should actually be getting into some crawl spaces, maybe. Don't quote me. Oh, yep, I definitely see a crawl space over there. So, this is going to be our first instance, I think, of exploration crawl spaces. Obviously, I'll get more into them as I, well, get into them. But first, of course, let's view the skit, A Treasure Like Elise.
Ain't that by the skin of our teeth?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that the big man attacked you. Don't be mad at Ellie.
He was the one who picked the fight. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. You're a real pal, Alvin.
It ain't every day a treasure like you falls into my lap.
Huh?
Because you're such a gifted channeler, I mean. You know, so you'll be a big help to me, too.
I feel like there's ulterior motives, but whatever. So there's some gold in the chest. Obviously, checking the highs and lows, not really finding anything. And let's go ahead and view the skit. A nice juicy manalobe.
Elise is incredible at spirit channeling. Her manalobe must be far more developed than normal.
That's not true. But it is! Bet you wish yours was too!
Well, I certainly do. Must be nice to have such a powerful manalobe when you're channeling, huh?
I guess. I really don't think about it.
Well, you should, since the manalobe is inside your brain.
Wait, really?
I hear that sometimes the spirits will help themselves to a nice chunk of brain along with the mana, so don't channel too much, or that pretty little skull of yours will end up as hollow as a coconut.
Ah! I don't want that to happen!
Come on, Alvin. Don't scare her like that.
Oh, Alvin, such a tease. And the joy of smoke shrooms. Holy
So
skips.
many smoke shrooms!
Yeah, they're a famous delicacy around here.
Do they taste good?
Better than you might think. I hear they're especially good in stew.
Hey! I love stew! What if you steam them with garlic and butter? Would that be good?
Sure sounds good to me.
You could make cream of smoke shroom soup! What if they were wrapped in bacon? That would be amazing!
Wow, Elise. I didn't realize you liked food so much.
Oh, I just... She's having a growth spurt. Don't judge.
Oh man. All of that sounds really good, actually. Oh well. But that's beside the point. Anyway, I think there should be at least something over... Oh, yep, here's a crawl space. So, I'm going to go ahead and head into here. Again, this is the first instance of, well, adventure crawl spaces. Encased in them, generally chests, which gives some really solid items. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on the walls, because these are the places where you are definitely going to want to go. As for the item I got an elixir, which fully restores HP, TP, and cures KO. So, that's a fantastic item, especially if you're not... Well, especially if you don't want to rely on Lisa's AI, I guess. And also if you put it in your auto items, so that's also a good thing to have the AIs kind of keep in mind. Huh. How did I miss that? Whatever. More wild bird eggs and another crawl space. So let's see what we can't find in here. Alright, we got more orange gel. Just going to go ahead and discard it just to mark that I have been in this crawl space. Just as a side note, there are some crawl spaces that don't actually have items in them. So just be aware that just because there is a little crawl space that you can get into, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get an item in it. So just be aware of that so you're not like disappointed in the future. Alright, I'm just going to continue grabbing. And I think I'm pretty much good on fighting at this point. I'm going to try to avoid combat. And I'm just going to keep going through crawl spaces again and then collecting as many items as I can, because I actually haven't really been shopping in a while, because I never actually did shop stuff in Sapstrath. I just kind of wanted to advance the story, so moving on. And now that I think about it, going back to encounter links, this is the first time that we've really actually seen like a really high concentration of enemies on a particular chunk of the map. So, I think this is, and I think that's why encounter links were supposed to be just kind of introduced by chance, more or less. Just because, well, with a high concentration of enemies, you're more likely going to aggro more than one. And if you just so happen to run into more than one, well, you got yourself an encounter link. Alright, warrior emblem here. I think that should be about it up here. Oh, aha! A very sneaky Ifrit treasure holding another mysterious jewel. Okay, I think that's pretty much good for this area. Granted, I think I've probably missed a few things just kind of in this middle section right here, but I think it'll probably be fine. I do actually have a decent amount of items ready to go. So let's find a way up. Oh, and here's another crawl space that I almost missed. And, like I said, sometimes they're just flat empty, such as this one. Okay, so just gotta find myself the vines to get up. Is there an item on the tree or the rock? It doesn't appear so. Oh, come on. Alright, I think that pretty much is it for the north region. So yeah, definitely come here. It's a really good place to get encounter links. You can get some pretty solid items out here in terms of consumables. That's pretty much it. So I think I'm actually going to probably just head straight for Sapstrath. Or not Sapstrath. God, I can't think. Towards Charlton. Yeah. I'm not actually really used to saying Charlton. I guess I don't know. It's just this weird thing in my head, I guess. So, I think there's only a few more collectibles to grab, and then we can actually, well, head to town, which is right over here. Going to pop open a chest. Holy bottle. Probably going to sell off the holy bottles just because, again, I don't really repel enemies. I could, and I probably should if I'm, like, really, like, dead set on not actually fighting them.
Charlton. Well, we finally made it.
We sure took the scenic route.
And the big bearded meanie didn't follow us, did he?
Don't worry. He'd never follow us into a place like this.
Hey, check out this shop. It looks pretty interesting.
Welcome. Please browse all you want.
Looks like antiques. They're very nice.
Why do all the folks around here seem so tense?
Word is, foreign spies broke into a military laboratory in the capital. The king sent his personal guards here. They're interrogating anyone who even looks at them funny. Not very good for business, that's for sure.
Right.
Wow, that cup is so pretty. Yeah, it's pretty alright. Pretty expensive, that's for sure.
You have a good eye, young lady. That's a genuine Ifrit-fired cup.
Is that right? So this was handmade by Ifrit?
Well, I highly doubt that. It looks like these patterns are far too wild. Ifrit values order over all else.
Well, you talk as though you've had the honor of breaking bread with one of the four great spirits. Your observation is accurate. True Ifrit-fired ceramics are known for their geometric precision. That's odd. The stamp here says that this set was made over 18 years ago. I see.
Yes? What about it?
That's quite peculiar. If I'm not mistaken, mankind lost the ability to summon Ifrit around 20 years ago.
Ifrit didn't make it? What a shame. That's so disappointing. But even still, I think it's a lovely cup, so I'll take it.
Of course. I'll even be happy to offer you a nice discount.
I got quite a good deal, thanks to your help. I'm Drissel Sherrill. Pleased to meet you.
And I am the young madam's butler, Rowan. I'm happy to be at your service.
Thanks again. You simply must join me for tea at my manor.
Well, who are we to turn down a free lunch? Shall we swing by later?
I live just south of the Central Plaza. I look forward to seeing you.
Do we really have time for that?
Well, I can think of several reasons we might want to take advantage of her hospitality.
He's right, actually. Staying at an inn could be risky with all these guards everywhere.
Very well then. We'll take time for some tea after we traverse the town.
Alright, and welcome one and all to Sherrilton. As it turns out, we actually came from over here, but we've, shifted our way back over here. So, let's go ahead and check the sub-event, Traces of the Toy Peddler.
Ah, that's right. The peddler who sells Tipo-esque toys might be in Sherrilton.
Let's ask around town and find out if anyone's seen any talking stuffed animals.
Wow! I'm so excited!
Alright, as excited as you are, Tipo, I'm going to have to say no. Because, well, I don't want to get into, all the stuff that's around in Sherrilton to do. So guys, thank you guys for joining me. Next time, well, we'll take up Giselle on her offer for some tea and also check out a couple of other quest-related things. So guys, thank you guys for joining me. This has been Mr. Happy's Missing, and I will see you in the next video.